EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Stafford. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. Past the 20. 5, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Rams 0. Justin Tucker in the kickoff.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On 4th down, Stafford. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. That's going to be caught. It's James Prochet. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Patrick Ricard. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Ravens 14, Rams nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterback.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
Ravens 21, Rams nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Los Angeles Rams and the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the former Utah Ute Matt Gay to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jackson, first play, going to throw. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
On second and 11 now. Jackson toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's the veteran Justin Houston who got in there to make the stop. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Looking for Hopkins, and he's got him on the crossing route. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. Henderson will try and run for the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching them try to take away that area of the field. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively. No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, with that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Darrell Henderson taking it in from a yard out. And the Rams are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Dobbins running out of the gun. And some room to work. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And that one complete downfield to Kupp. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp, 46 yards. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on the... into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A give up the middle to Akers. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you get ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. From the gun, here's Stafford. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. Touchdown. Ben Skoranek from 10 yards out. And the Rams' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Rams 21, Ravens 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and then also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Ravens 7. Matt Gay to kick off for Los Angeles.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Well, we're used to seeing big plays from him in the passing game. That'll obviously go as a rushing touchdown, and what a rushing touchdown it was.
And you got to think to yourself that this coaching staff has looked at his playmaking ability and said to themselves, why are we just going to throw it to him? Let's double his touches and make him a big part of the run game. That big playability, it was at the forefront on that one.
And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
He starts with a give to Akers. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 14. And the Rams first down.
On the give, this is Akers. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And some space here. He juked him, and he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 28.
73 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well, because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Going right back to Akers.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. Stafford on 3rd down.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive, because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself not just so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A good gain on first, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now it's Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Rams will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started.
Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Play action. Stafford. Going up top for Cup.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson.
That's complete. Left side to Bateman.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Showed off the juke, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down, here's Jackson.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Ravens have got it back to within a score.
Tucker with the extra point. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Here's Riley Dixon now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball. And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And now here's another interception. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. 2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. 32. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. 32. Akers will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
They'll go again here with Akers. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Cam Akers taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Rams have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now Jackson on first down. Man open is Robinson. The 30, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Demarcus Robinson, 68 yards. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
They'll give this to Akers running right.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Now Stafford. Now that'll be caught by Cup. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball packed free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November. This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Hey, middle.
Here's Jackson. Oh, what a nice tackle there. That will hardly move the needle at all offensively. A very short game.
One last shot for Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after